Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? I got something super exciting to share with everyone. Mac asked a super good question that I promised I'd go live and help answer for him, which is how to get local customers from Google. And I know the obvious answer is Google Ads, but the truth is there's so many things that you can do before you ever spend a cent on an ad that's going to get you pretty freaking insane results. While I was working with UpDoc, we had a package what was called Review and Reputation Management, which basically was just boosting your Google authority score, which basically makes your business listed higher on Google. So when people are looking for physical therapy near me or anything like that, you're ranked higher on the Google search listings. Now, this sounds like a lot like SEO, which it is, but what a lot of people don't know is that SEO has changed so much over the past year. When you first Google anything for like a local business, the first thing that's going to get those top of the search engine results page is Google Maps. So Google Maps is now by far it's small local businesses' best friends, because it allows you to bypass all of the old super technical and difficult SEO tactics. And you can get to the top of Google really, really easily now without spending a ton of money. Right now, I mean, the way to get to the top of Google before was basically doing backlinks, keywords, and all that super difficult metadata stuff on your website. And the truth is, you don't need any of that anymore. It definitely helps, but the three things that really impact your Google ranking and authority score, as they call it, is your the number of reviews, the scores that you have, the frequency that you get them, your authority score, which Google gives to you based on your affiliate listings, basically. How many different websites or local business listing websites are you listed on, and your location. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot you can do with location. Mac, I know you do a concierge physical therapy, so you kind of travel a lot, so it kind of applies to you, but it really doesn't have the impact that we care about in this moment. So the two things that we're going to focus on right now is authority score or citation score and reviews. Having good strategies for these two things literally increased the organic traffic to one of our clients' pages by over 300%. And that's not even my favorite metric that we got from them. Literally in the first month, we started optimizing their authority score and built what we called the review tidal wave system. Literally, they went from an average of 30 calls a month to 90 just by doing this. Didn't spend a single cent on ads. This is all stuff that is really, really easy to do. You just have to be consistent with doing it. So the very first thing is making sure your business is listed on every single major local business listing website there is. Websites like Yelp, okay? Right, in physical therapy, there's about 47 that Google says are high authority websites for the physical therapy niche. I'm actually running a report for Mac right now. Yeah, so sites like Google, of course, Facebook, LinkedIn, Yelp, Foursquare, MapQuest, Angie's List, Yellow Pages, Yahoo, City Search, the list goes on and on and on. So just by being listed on these sites, Google gives you a much higher authority score, telling them that people are going to, this is valuable information and that people need it. So when people are looking for physical therapy or anything with your kind of keywords that are in your descriptions, your website is going to come up first, okay? But what a lot of people do incorrectly with this is, they'll have their business listed on a bunch of things, but they'll have minor details that aren't consistent. When they're not consistent, Google completely just drops it off. So if you on your website, you actually spell out Texas, and then on Facebook, you abbreviate it with the TX, those are completely different businesses in the eyes of Google. So your business listings have to be the exact same across the board. So what you should do is, UpDoc still has this bot running. It's called the citation bot. So I can link you guys to it. But basically, use this, type in the exact information you have in Google My Business. It'll print out an entire sheet of all of your business listings, where they're inconsistent, where you're missing them, and just go down the list, literally copying and pasting your information from Google My Business into all of these sites. That is going to drastically change the amount of Google search results you get literally overnight. And you should be adding some every single month. It's sitting down and doing like all 50 of them is a pain, and it does take a while because the companies have to approve your stuff and kind of fact check you on your industry and your business descriptions, all that stuff. So it does take some time, but definitely start by listing the first 10. Just doing the first 10 will have very, very drastic changes in the amount of organic calls and search traffic you're already getting. It's actually pretty insane to me how many people skip over these really easy things and go straight to Google Ads. It's like, to me, it's like if you really want apples, you have a fridge full of apples, but instead you're going to go to the store and buy more apples. Like it doesn't make sense. People need to make sure their business is listed on every single relevant local business results website. Make sure you're listed there because you're going to get an insane amount of traffic from those. And the second thing is reviews. I think everyone has a very basic review generation strategy, but when you have consistent reviews coming in that are 5-star, Google loves that, and they put you to the top of the list, okay? And getting 5-star reviews is actually really, really easy. A lot of people will just, after they have a session and it felt really good and you're really jiving with the person, they'll say, hey, can you leave me a review? The person's always like, heck yeah, I'll leave you a review. But then they never actually do, because then they get home, they're like, nah, I love the guy, but I don't want to leave a review right now. And then it just gets forgotten about because it keeps getting pushed off, and maybe they'll do it eventually, but the fact is the drop off is pretty freaking insane. So what we do, what we set up for review campaigns for people is after, and say like the 4th visit, or even I like to do it sometimes after even the first or second visit. After their eval, I'll send them an email that gets their Net Promoter Score, right? And so it's just an email in MailChimp with a little like pictures for numbers, and each picture links to a different thing. Okay, so if it's a Net Promoter Score, if they click on 0 to 7, it automatically pops up an email with an auto-filled subject line saying, I wasn't entirely happy with my service, and then it prompts them to send you good feedback. Okay, and this way, it's like they're not leaving that in your reviews where you don't want it, they're sending it to you via email. Now the other tiles, if it's 7 through 10, that's linked directly to your Google Business or Google My Business review section. So automatically, if they say, this was a 7 or an 8 or a 9 or a 10, it takes them directly to a review, okay? And the magic of that is, it's like they, in their head, the process of leaving feedback is not complete. So it's really easy for them to just click 2 buttons. All they have to do is click a 9, and then they click the star, and they're done. It's much, much faster than some people will send out a Net Promoter Score campaign. And then if they said, 7 or a 10, they'll then follow up with another campaign asking for a Google review. But now you're asking them to do 2 things. So again, the drop off is significant. If you can run one campaign that gets the Net Promoter Score and automatically takes them to the next step, the results are freaking nuts. And that's almost what we do with almost all of our new clients. It's the first thing we do, because then right out of the gate in the first week, sometimes we've had weeks where we've gotten 60 plus 5-star reviews in a matter of days, and being able to start a relationship off a huge win like that is freaking awesome. So if you, list your business on as many local sites consistently with the exact same phone number in the exact same format, you can't do this area code in parentheses and sometimes not use parentheses. It literally has to be exact, okay, down to the last comma. Everything needs to be the exact same. So list your business on as many things as humanly possible, all of them. If you go and run the bot, it'll give you a list. The examples I read off earlier, Mac, those are literally for your business. So go track those down, list your business on all of them, because it's going to greatly improve your Google ranking. And again, get you way more traffic, more leads, more conversions. And then, obviously there's holes in the bucket somewhere along there, but we can, I'm happy to help you out and patch that up. But this literally will increase the number of calls you're getting, the amount of traffic you're getting, and then, you know, before you ever start paying for ads, you can know if you're even able to convert the traffic. And so before you start paying for ads, you can make sure your ship is all patched up and ready to sail before you start flooding it with more prospects that you might not be able to handle yet. So very, very important stuff to do and implement in your business. It has drastic results. I've honestly, there are very few Google campaigns that got me the positive results this fast than just listing your business. And it's freaking easy. All you have to do, I recommend keeping like a Google sheet with your exact address, business description, name, everything, and then just keep copying and pasting that over into all of these local business websites. It's really easy. You spend a whole weekend on it, and literally the next Monday, if you have Google Analytics installed, you'll see a huge curve. It's really cool. It works very, very fast. You'll start getting more and more calls. It's pretty awesome. And of course, Google reviews, guys. Okay, I should say, having just a couple of them, like let's say you launch one campaign, you get 30 reviews, woo! That's not enough, okay? Like, I think it's like 80% of people don't consider reviews older than 2 months to be even relevant. So if you're not getting reviews consistently, not only does Google start to not care about those initial 30, but the people that go and shop for your reviews, they don't care either. So you need to be getting reviews on a weekly basis. So that review that I kind of briefly went over, build that in your email system, automate it, because it works. I've never seen it not work. It literally just pumps 5-star reviews, and it makes you look really freaking good. So highly recommend doing these. If you guys have any questions on how to implement any of this, definitely leave me notes in the comment. My dog's going nuts. So I don't have kids, but that's as close as I got. So I got to run and take care of this. Later, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy March Madness. Woo!